that. Yeah. From the back of the I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And room there to work it inside the 25. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and sneak it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And now running right through it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
That is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field this at the 5. He spins free. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. Broken tackle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's got him in, Calvin Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards the gain for number 18. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that's caught inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more after this. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Stick, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now back to throw. Now he's forced out left. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got Fuller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
On 3rd down, that's Lions. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
Looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Gun! 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 Hut!
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Back now here on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on the running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. He's moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving. 58.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass, incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
Over.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught inside the 5. A very solid gain of 27. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Set. 319. 319.
He's back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Here we go now. Green 39.
Back to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Falcons are going to win the game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Atlanta, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.